yeah, we're coming into this one first, which is interesting from both teams, because I don't think both teams are as confident as you would see in something like Liquid, where they specifically wanted to pick Breeze first every time. I think Alliance are trying to push that, but maybe a little less practice than those guys. Anyway, they're on the attacking side first, and yeah, I'm really interested to see how once again Cadaver is with this Reyna, because he's been absolutely insane with the Reyna up to this point. It's always, I think of it as a great comfort pick, Reyna, so I'm always excited to see how somebody plays with it.
Gonna have the flash of the Leer against the flash of the curveball as well. One thing that I actually find very interesting about these compositional choices too is both of them are going for the double duelist, which has been a topic of conversation recently about what the best way on Breeze to go for is. A lot of teams lately have been going for more of a controller-centric kind of composition, less so than an aggressive one that we're seeing here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Alliance are already pushing in. They have control of pyramids just about, and they're going to get the spike down. It's a good wall to keep away, RixGG players there. So they're going to have to... Oh, can't quite jump over that one. It's a little too high. Otom doesn't quite have the, he's no Michael Jordan. He can't get up to that. Now, trying to retake this. Lucka's going to take the first pick. Oh, Mickey on one, but... Oh, the trade's coming out all over the place. Lucka does take land Lazar there. Oh, RixGG, they're actually taking this fully, and they go around the back. Latex with a massive... trade there. Oh, sorry, massive flank there. He's actually going to take up 3.
I love the fact that you could tell that Lucka was just wanting to go for the ghost. And just, you got to squeeze in a kill there just before you get it in. I mean, it was kind of messy. What do you expect? Pistol rounds are pistol rounds. And of course, it goes back to what we were talking about with Breeze not necessarily being comfort picks for either of these two teams. It's interesting as well. I'm going to have my eye on Otom very much, because even though he is the player who takes on that second duelist role, should they decide to go for it, a lot of the time you see him playing more kind of supportive roles. He very often takes on Skye, for example. So it's not super common to see him on something like a Phoenix, and he went down very early in that round, and I'd like to see him winning out more of the opening engagements.
Well, now Alliance, they're going for a little split here. Got one over in the B tunnel, and the rest of the players over towards A. They're actually going to take control of the site for free. RixGG playing a more mid-centric composition, centric mid. Now, Mickey trying to get in. Fearoth is going to take that shot down. That's actually a great pick to start off the round, because it means they get the spike down for free. Latex is going to take down Lucka and Jucio, pushing onto the site now. Cadaver round the corner is going to have to try and clean this up. Hype takes down Otom on the other side there. Cadaver, he's looking 2 directions. He doesn't know quite where to look. Oh, could find the head there, but nope, just behind the box. Now, the Owl drone is going to come out, find Latex there, and he's been tagged. Oh, Cadaver, one headshot onto Lazar there. Turns around the corner, and he's going to get one onto Latex as well. He's good with those aim trades. And now Fry coming around the corner. He's going to take one down onto Cadaver, but there's 2 players left on the Alliance side, and they're just waiting. There's not enough time to get this defuse. Gets half. Relocation revealed. Fearoth tries to stop them. He's going to have to spray it down, but he's not going to have enough time, and Hype will finish it off.
Hype was really given so much free space in that round. He actually went over towards mid at the start, and you saw where the defenders were positioned. There were many over towards B. We did have Otom also in mid as well, and he got away into A and through Hall for free. But the fact that Hype was basically unpunished for his position and could come round at the end and provide that support for his team, I think that was kind of an oversight there from RixGG. Now, Lazar's going to bring along the Marshal. I'm very interested to see how this is going to go against Fearoth. Fearoth really likes to choose the Marshal in these early rounds as well. And holding down A Hall, you could find quite big punishment, especially if Latex is going to be the one at the end.
No shot quite found there. They're going to get around the corner in time. They've got those jumping legs as well. They'll get all the way around. Jusu actually saw one there through double doors, but doesn't take the shot, and Mickey's actually going to capitalize on that. Take down Cadaver. Lucka with the spray onto Otom is going to take that one now. And they're pushing around back to spawn. They're going to head over back towards B. They have that tunnel position cleared, so now they can come all the way around, and the site's completely free. The rest of the RixGG players on low economy, they're trying to send bodies in to try and, make up for that lack of weaponry. Now, getting onto site, Fearoth is going to be taken down immediately by Mickey. That headshot, beautiful with the Sheriff. How many times are we going to see that today? And he's going to turn around the corner, look for another one. I think one shot lands, but not enough to get through. Lazar, oh, he'll find Lucka there, but no shot found. Hype, in the meantime, taking down Latex on the other side of the map. Jusu pushing around the corner is going to take one down with the Vandal. And it's just Mickey left in the 1v3 situation. may as well push it. He's only got a Sheriff in hand. Nobody's showing their face, but Jusu... Oh, Mickey with the shots. 3 kills now this round, and it's good for economy, but you've got 2 players on either side of you, and Hype will finish it off with the 3K as well.
Yeah, he's kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place here. Unfortunate for Mickey Boy, who really is more of a support player and not necessarily the one that you're going to be looking to clutch out the end of the round. Usually that's going to go to someone like Otom and Fry, but of course if they're not alive, then unfortunately that's not going to be an option. I like the way that Latex was trying to hold the flank over towards A lobby, just to ensure that after those Vipers walls went up in mid, that the attackers really were heading towards B rather than making a, you know, a fake out and going back towards A. But of course ended up getting caught out by Hype on his route there, which meant there was no flank available for the defenders and very hard to actually successfully do it there.
Yeah, we saw that change of the Cypher's trapwire there, pulling back the Jet. And Juice has actually been caught out by that a lot before, but he's going to get rezzed. Doesn't really matter. Got that second life, second chance. Can't be caught out by the same trapwire twice, and Juice is going to make the most of his second life. Taking that pick onto Otom now. Oh, Latex though, in that little gap below the wall. He's going to take down Juice. Back to a 4v3. Lazza pushing through onto site. Nobody is quite watching this corner. Hype is going to take down Latex though, and now Lazza pushing through the smoke. He gets revealed. He's by pillar. He gets sprayed down by Lucka, and it's just Mickey takes one. The 180 onto Lucka, but Fearoff will clean it up in the end.
Mickey Boy again at the end. It was all on him. You know, the defenders had to invest the Seekers in that round to try and hunt out where the attackers were, and there was some really nice utility usage coming out from Alliance. The fact that they used both the Viper's Wall as well as the Barrier Orb to essentially force the defenders to meet them and take the fight in the center of B. It drags them out of the positions in which they feel way more comfortable. Now, the weapon situation is looking far better here for Alliance, and Jusu is going to be buying up the Vandal. But he does, of course, have the Blade Storm as well. I don't suspect that it will be needed in this round, but Alliance are both looking stronger for weapons and ultimates.
Kadavra knows Mickey's there, and he's actually going to find the headshot through the box eventually. Took a few shots, but he'll take him down in the end. Now, location revealed of Jusu there, and he's going to get pulled back by the tripwire again. But backing up now, Latex. He's not going to be taken out. Otom will be taken down by Kadavra, though. On 10 HP, he didn't get that health. He went for the movement instead, and he's going to run around. Jusu trying to get on top of these pyramids, and he'll take down Latex with it as well. Hype takes down Lutter as well. Oh, well, Kadavra, he'll finish it off, as with all things.
Oh my god, Lazza was trying to come round on a flank and had absolutely no idea that he was being followed by Hype. It seems to be a position that Hype has been in many of these rounds so far, and I don't think RixGG have quite woken up to that fact. You can't ignore it, they're just going to keep getting you. Well, at least RixGG can actually afford some real weapons this time. Lazza's actually bought up the Operator too. Wonder if that will be able to punish any of these players from Alliance nice and early, because when they all come in a kind of death ball, they seem to pull RixGG kind of apart. So this buy-up is going to have to work here for RixGG, or they're going to be weak for money once again.
Jusu keeps running into those tripwires, and he's going to be taken down again for this one. Lucker's going to use the opportunity to get forward, go open that door in Hall now, and they push back around, and they're going to take the A site, use a Viper's Pit to plant the spike, but Jusu needs to stop stop running into those tripwires. It's his ankles, they've been broken so many times. Now, Lucka, the flank from Otom, it's going to come up big on Fearoff now. And Alliance are being backed into a corner, being backed into a pyramid. Now, as Lucka, he's trying to hold down this whole site. He does take down Latex. Otom coming round from Cave now, pushes through into the Viper's Pit. They hear that and run it back. It's not going to find anything, so he's going to be sent back to Cave. Lucka now in that overwatch position on the bridge. Lazza is watching it, though. And if he turns around the corner too far... Oh, no, Lazza! He turns away, and Lucka's going to get the pick for it. Now, the rest of the Alliance players, it's a 3v3. Hype takes down one with a snake bite. Fry, in the meantime, he's taken down Lucka. Turns around the corner there. Kadavra finding another one. It's just Mickey, and there's not enough time to get the defuse. There's not anything he can do. He can't even get away from the spike, so he's going to die no matter what. He's going to look for this finishing pick. He will take down Hype there, but, well, everyone's dead. It's mutual destruction.
Got a kill at the end for it. It's such a shame for RixGG, because they actually had so much control of the space surrounding the A site, and oftentimes when you're in a post-plant situation as the defenders, if you can control all of the routes out of the site, it leaves the attackers with very limited options for what they can actually do. problem is that Viper's pit, right? You know, they even sent in the run it back to try and gain as much information as they could. And I don't think that Otom saw anybody when he did it. So they were still running on just as little information. You kind of have to dive into the poison of it. And there's so much space to try and feel out. And now, because they lost that round, RixGG are once again looking kind of messy on their economy.
Otom then pushed over into mid. So it's the rest of the team now. Jusu pushes up onto the box. He's not going to get picked off for it, but Luzzer is. I mean, RixGG, they're trying to take this position. Mickey does take down one, but the spray, it's not going to find the last two players, and Lucka, he'll finish him off in the end now. 4 players left on the Alliance side. All that pushing from RixGG only came up big for one. So Fry turning around the corner. He's going to look for this first pick, but Hype, he's in the Matrix. He's dodging that, and Fearoth will pick up the kill for him now. Just Latex over towards the pyramids, holding it down. It's like a horror game. They're all converging on his location. They don't know where he is, so he can just hide around the corner and go for the first pick on Hype there. But the Stinger, it's not really too good at, you know, spamming those shots in. So Fearoth, he'll take him down in the end.
You know, when you can hear them coming in through the door and he has an idea of where they're coming from, you kind of put it right there. It's a bit like a horror movie. Latex on his own holding a Stinger, and you've got to go up against an entire team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be scared too at that point. And, you know, RixGG, having only put 1 round on the board, they're struggling. Alliance have had some really good attacks so far, and I think, you know, being able to control the space as the defenders, when this is a pretty big map, it's not a map that you play a lot of the time, and oftentimes when RixGG perform best, it's when they can kind of work in tandem with one another and set up for trades, and that's something they've really struggled to do here, as they've tried really hard to control the flanks that Alliance have been taking so well.
Here come the Seekers. They're all going to be taken out, but it does give RixGG the information that they're heading over towards A. I think all of them went over towards Cave there, so that's some good information. It means they can take map control, but Hype, he's there to stop Otom from getting through on mid. Mickey with the trade, but he's going to have to head back towards doors now because Alliance, they're getting the spike down. Lucka there, he's actually going to get away as well. No pick from Mickey through there, and Jusu, he's holding down this angle. Oh, he misses the first shot. It's giving them a little bit more space, and Luzzer can work with that. He goes up to the stairs with that operator. Fry on the flank. He's going to take down Lucka, but Fearoth is there for the trade. Good having of each other's backs now. Latex. Oh my God, Jusu! The pick onto Latex there, just before the dash, is making it a 3-2 situation. And with one operator in the hands of RixGG, it's harder to push. Doesn't matter. Mickey, he's doing it all on his own. He'll push through, take down Jusu now. Just Cadaver to hold down the angle. He turns around the corner. Oh, but Luzzer is good. He's got that first one. Now, Fearoth using that Hunter's Fury. Going to make sure nobody gets that defuse and just send that one away to see if anybody's coming. Come around the corner. Ah, Mickey can't catch him out like that.
Good thing I was with you. Yes?
Nice kill at the end too. There, onto Mickey. Straight for him, but RixGG, again, falling by the wayside. You know, there was a nice distraction technique done by Alliance at the beginning of that round where they took a lot of time. Well, not even a ton of time, but they sent a couple of players up in mid that provided enough of a distraction onto the defenders that the attackers just had so much space and time to make it onto the A site. And once they are in there, RixGG are finding it incredibly difficult to dislodge them.
Yeah, it just seems like they can get their claws into a round, and then RixGG, they're trying to take him off, really grip him, but it's not quite working, and in the end, there's just no way to get back into this one. And hold on a sec. Apparently, I'm having issues with audio. Let's sync. Okay.
I think it's the right time as well for RixGG to be taking this tactical timeout too. And it's always really frustrating, I find, even just as a viewer, watching a team and knowing that they have to take their tac timeout as early as this. You know, we're 8 rounds in, we're about to start on round number 9. It's not as early as it could have been, but you never want to be in this position, because if the tac timeout doesn't work out, your opponent's just going to put more and more rounds on the board and you can't use it later on. Again, they are actually leaning really heavily into these sniper rifles. They've got a Marshall. They've decided to invest into giving Luzzer the operator as well. Oh, I guess the investment worked, but there's an immediate res from Lucka.
And now, I mean, they're pushing through, and I've looked at so many picks all the way through, and it's a 4v3 now. Jusu is just pushing through with those knives. Lazo will actually find the trade in the end, and he's stuck in this awkward position. Otom, in the meantime, he's taking down Kadavra. Lucka will take down Lazo there. But Fry, he's good for the trade, and now it's just Fearoth. In a 1v2, we know he can do something like this if he wants to, so... With 92 HP, 33 armor, he pushes around the corner. Fry is ready for that one, but he's going to back up. He's only got a Marshal, because he knows his teammate. He's coming in from behind. He's coming in from doors. Oh, the spray down from Fearoth. It's not going to find it, and Otom's there. In the end, finishes off.
Well, at least they managed to put a round on the board right after they had the tactical timeout. That's what you're looking for. Because if that hadn't been the case, then that would have looked really worrying. And they can buy up here as well, which is something that they've been struggling to do on a number of these rounds that have gone by so far. So at least there's that. And you also have to look at the fact that RixGG are the only team here who actually have any ultimates. And they are just a couple of points away from a number of the others. So this could swing the momentum if they can use these well.
Well, now. Heading that drone over towards B. Oh, Jusu in that operator battle with Laza. He's going to find the pick first, though. We know Jusu can do that. He's coming through now. But look, Mickey, he's pushing up mid. Looking for that first pick onto Fearoth. Fearoth's not ready for it. There we go. And that, well, I mean, in the meantime, again, Alliance, they've just planted the spike. It doesn't seem like they care what RixGG are doing in the first 30 seconds of the round. If they can get that spike down, they can get their claws in the round. And RixGG now have to fight it all back. Here comes the neural theft. It's going to find out all those players. Look at them congregating in cave there, and RixGG now know that they have control of the site. They can start defusing that spike, and it means that Alliance, they have to fight off from two angles. Hype will take down Latex from behind. Kadavra with a trade now. Fry does take down Hype as well. Jusu onto Omen. Oton. Sorry, not Omen. But Mickey, he's good. Oh, with two. It's a 1v1 now. Lucka, I mean, he can hold this. There's only one bullet in the chamber for Mickey anyway, and Lucka will finish it off.
Oh man, that's just... It's so painful as well because RixGG had more in the pocket available to use than their opponents, and still Alliance have been able to take advantage of them. If you're RixGG at this point, I think that you just have to hope that the defense is going to go... the attack is going to go significantly better than the defense has been. Alliance have had a really, really good way of overwhelming RixGG and basically forcing them apart. You know, it's not even about isolating individuals, but it's more about being able to force them to play individually and make decisions as to if they're going to look this way or that, and then exploit them when they finally do.
Yeah, now they've already done so much now. They're coming through over to B. Oh, Fry missed that shot just about. I'm gonna try and... No use of the Viper's Pit. Oh, the two no-scopes through that on the Marshal. Oh, he will find the trade in the end, but it's a 1v3 now, and Laza, he has the knives out. This is difficult to hold. Laza, he's just going to peek around the corner, throw one down, but Kadavra, he has three angles that he has to hold down now. Latex, he's turning around the corner. No, he's not. He's holding it safely, but yeah, there's from main. Mickey, he'll finish it off. Thrifty.
I think, you know, it's very similar to a strategy that Alliance were trying earlier on when they pushed onto the B site. They used the walls that they had available to force RixGG into the aggressive fight, I suppose. Except this time when you've only got one player left, it doesn't really put you in the better position because you become surrounded by three different defenders. Yeah. Now, RixGG have the opportunity here to put this at an 8-4 for the half, which is not terrible. It could be way worse than that. They are going up against a decent buy from Alliance as well as Ultimates too.
Now, yeah, Laza, he's holding this down, and the run it back comes out from Otom. He's going to turn around the corner. Laza's good for one already. Jusu takes that trade onto... Oh, the run it back. Kadavra, he was so good with those headshots, so he'll take down Laza. And again, the wall, it's going to give them a free plant. They get it down, and Fearoth is holding it down. Otom taken out now. Mickey, he's trying to turn around the corner and take that trade, but Jusu's there, good for one. Kadavra is taken down in the meantime. Mickey onto Jusu now. Down to a 2v2. And they can push around this now. They've broken one part of the wall. Lucky, he's trying to hold this. He's only got a Sheriff, though, and Fry will take that shot. Fearoth, he's holding it. He's got 50 HP. He needs to find 2 headshots if he wants to take this down. No. Now. Oh. Or the shock darts. Oh, do a lot of damage, and they'll finish him off with the headshot there. He's holding this angle. It's so close. He actually find... Oh, there was enough time there to find the head, but Mickey, he finds it first.
beginning of the game that Mickey Boy's not the guy who you would expect to be able to pull things off at the end like that. He's not usually left in that position, but as the game has gone on, I think he's found himself better at dealing with them. So, you know, I'll eat my words, who knows? Now RixGG get to be on attack. Maybe this is going to be the start of something new for them, because Alliance have looked incredibly dominant so far on this map. They've had a lot more, I don't want to say luck, it's not down to luck, it's down to sheer skill and strategy. They've just looked much better, and part of it might be because they're better practiced on Breeze, having played it a few times in the last few qualifier games that they've faced, whereas it's very much a map that we don't see RixGG play that frequently.
Well, coming into the next round now, and they're going to head over towards B as they push around. I mean, the wall's up. You're going to have to take some time trying to get rid of this one. And they do have to push on a little quicker, because Alliance they're heading back towards B. They're heading back to try and fortify that location. They put the wall up. They know it's broken, though. So when they come around, maybe they'll find that first headshot. Mickey, he's heading over towards Hall there, and he's going to look for a little flank, a little lurk. Try and find Hype over here, but nobody's peeking so far. It's a very slow round. They're actually going to head back to A.
He might be able to get Hype. I mean, Hype's the only player who's watching out onto the A site. And so far, Mickey Boy hasn't been impeded.
Well, he is now. Fearoth, he's found him. He's going to use the Hawk, but already holding that shock dart. Hype is holding down this door, and I think we're going to see a bit of mum get out of my room. I'm holding the A site if Mickey tries to get through that door, but Fearoth, he's holding down mid, making sure nobody's coming through. This is one of the slowest pistol rounds I have seen in my life. We're waiting until 20 seconds to get the plant down. There we go. 25 seconds left, and the fake plant comes through. They're not getting it down, never mind. But they are going to get control of the pyramids here, and Otom, he's going to try and defeat... No, again, they're not going to get it down. Jusu and Kadavra, they're good for 2 headshots, and there's only 12 seconds left in the round. Fry, he'll take 1 pick. Jusu, though, he's so good with those headshots, and Hype takes down Buzzer as well. They're not even going to be able to get the spike down. They took so long trying to get that there. That Fry, even though he gets that first pick, Lucker will be there, finish it off, and just time, run out.
My serious concern about that round is the fact that you could have got the spike down, which would have at least given you a bit more money. Because the fact that they weren't getting the spike down just meant that Alliance had enough time to come through. You can't guarantee that you're going to win any of those fights, right? So there is always a risk that if you're giving the defenders time to make it onto the site, then they are going to shoot your heads off, which is kind of what happened in that round. So not the best from RixGG.
Oh no, Kadavra, he'll just come around the corner with the there's so many things starting with S. Hype will spray him down as well. Fry, he's good for 1 trade, but Kadavra, he's still there, and he's got another headshot, and he's turning back around, and Mickey! 1 more headshot.
Oh my goodness.
He's got 2 bullets in the chamber. Oh, Jusu though. He's got his Marshall. That's his favorite weapon. Maybe. I don't know. I haven't asked him.
Well, I mean, when you can't afford an operator, it makes sense why the Marshall might be your favorite weapon. I also just want to point out, you know, Jusu, he's the newest player here on Alliance and is really showing up for them. A very aggressive Jet, just that kind of quintessential Jet player, right? What every solo queue player wants to be. But I also just really want to highlight Kadavra as well, or Kadavra, as you call him, because he has been really good this whole round, very whole round. this 1 round, he was really great. He's been really consistent this whole game, and as a double duelist, they're working very well. Nice opening kill from Otom to bring down Jusu, who's been causing them a lot of heartache.
Alright, chat, I know I took my performance enhancing, you know, I just have a big brain and I know what's going on. I'm trying to fix it, alright? Like, I'm giving myself a handicap. Rix, they're coming towards B now. And the rest of the team will join up with them. But again, Fry is on this lurk, looking for that first pick. Fearoth this time is going to be the player posted over towards A that he'll try and find. But Otom, he's going to find Lucky. Oh, and that's a nice flick onto the headshot. He does take a little bit of damage, but he has his hot hands ready, so it's all good. Fry, he's found one over towards A now, and well, Alliance, they're backed into a corner. Or not a corner, just the mid section of the game.
The midriff.
Yeah,
belly
but the
button.
mid. Yeah, exactly. The belly button of Breeze. And now Hypebeast coming around the back. No, Latex, he has his camera out. Oh, dear. And now Cadaver, he's holding down the belly button. He'll get one pick.
Let's stop with this. I don't like it. I don't like the whole belly button thing. I regret saying it completely. 3 versus
somebody-
2. Yeah, somebody what?
Like somebody's dad, you're like, I don't care who started it.
Yeah,
You're gonna
I'm
finish it
finishing
now.
I'm finishing
Yeah,
it.
exactly. Now it's 2 players on the side of Alliance. They could take this back, but I don't think they want to. They're gonna save this in the end because the spike it is taking down. They know there's 3 players on the RixGG side. They don't want to lose that. Oh, the headshot from Cadaver. He just finds them over and over again. But that's all she wrote for that on that side of the map. Hype though, he's having to deal with the rest of the players. Laza, he'll take him down. And they're all gonna get away from the spike, post up in their different sides of the map. Lovely.
Hey, look around. They did it.
They did it.
They did it, but they don't have a lot of time to keep doing it. They need to put another 7 on the board, and they have a leniency of 2, or 3, I suppose, because Alliance is still very, very much further ahead. And actually, even though RixGG did finally win that round out, I expected their post plant to be a bit more successful and not actually get caught out at the end. Regardless, you know, they have the money here. They've put the operator back in play. The attacking operator of Luzza against the defensive operator of Jusu as well. So it's going to be the sniper wars. And Luzza has gotten some really nice shots so far in this game, but he's also been taken out early a couple of times when carrying the op as well.
Tell me how big my brain is. 21, 20, 19, 18. How big is my brain?
No, I'm on 20, 19.
My brain is
18.
that massive. Okay. I'll try and fix that again after this round. I'll still be a prophet.
Twiggy's living
I'm
in the
just
future.
in the future. I can't tell if it's my internet or just my neurons in my brain firing off so quickly, but either way, somehow I'm having to add more and more delay to the video, and we'll see. At some point, we'll be years behind, but I'll get there eventually. For now, I'm still a prophet though, and I'll tell you exactly what is going to be happening in this round. Otom, he's going to push through, but the run it back is going to be taken down immediately by Fearoth after that reveal, and Mickey coming through is going to take down Lucker as well. It's down to a 5v4. That run it back doesn't count for much. Oh, and Latex, he's going to jump down right behind Fearoth, take down them. Cadaver, he's also down in Hype. He gets a trade onto Latex, but he's stuck in a corner now, and Mickey's stunning around the corner, and we know how he can hit those headshots. Just one player left, and it's Jusu with the operator. There's one player below him, he doesn't know it. Oh no. And there it is. Oh, Tom, he'll finish it off. Right, okay. Here we go again. Right, I am going to
got to know everything that was happening before it happened. It's
beautiful.
really enjoyable.
I am adding 5 seconds to my delay. Here we go.
I can just share my screen with you.
Okay, wait. 19, 18, 17, 16.
No, you're 2 seconds ahead of me.
Oh my god. Okay, share your screen for now. I will. I'll keep trying to fix it.
Technology
so advanced.
truly is the bane of all our existences.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was a good round for RixGG, and they get to keep a lot of what they already have. Meanwhile, it's going to be an eco from the side of Alliance. And they're pushing up very aggressive, as you can see, or very aggressive on the A side.
Compared to what I'm seeing from you, I think I have just about fixed it, so I think we're all good. Don't worry about it.
You want to give me a countdown?
23, 22, 21.
Yeah!
20. Hey!
Yes!
We got it! I've made myself a little bit dumber, and now I whacked myself in the head with a pan, and now I'm back in sync with the rest of the world. I'm just that advanced.
You exist in the present.
Peak evolution. Oh, here we go though, Fry. He finds one on Hype. Fearoth in the meantime has taken down Latex, and now it's a 3v3 once again, and Lucky, he's coming around the corner. He's hungry for this pick on Fry, but Fry, he doesn't want any of it. He's backing up. Jusu, in the meantime, with the knives, he's found that one. Fry, he's on a 3k. He might find the ace this round if he keeps this up. Laza, he's taking control. Oh no. Oh,
He's
no.
gonna get sandwiched. He's gonna get
He's
spit
coming.
roasted.
Indeed, he's coming.
He's alright. There's a Viper's ball. He's managed to make it into the B site. It's all good.
Oh, Laza, he'll take down Fearoth. It's just Jusu, and they actually have no idea where he is. Oh no, wait, they're ready. I think they're ready for this. Jusu, He sneaks in. He sneaks in with the knives. Oh, he doesn't see
my
him.
God.
Freeze. Fry's running away. Oh, the right click. No, he's too far
my
away.
God.
Fry. No.
The tailwind. Oh man, it's like when you try and walk up to a cat on the street. And then as soon as it spots you and you're like, come here, and then it just pegs it across the road.
Cats love me.
Oh, maybe it's just a me thing then.
No, there are definitely cats that don't trust me. I'm sure, you know, trust issues. Some cats just are like that.
Yeah,
That's
I
how
get
it
it.
is. Yeah.
I get it.
I understand. I feel them.
We're getting closer and closer to evening things out now, and RixGG is still looking on the upper hand as far as their economy goes. Can still hold on to the operator. Once again, op versus op. This is, I mean, it's just a recurring thing at this point. Alliance have definitely looked to struggle a bit more on the defense. And again, I think some of it does come into... you have this fact that these sites are so far away from each other, and the rotations and the amount of the map that you still have to try and control and to prevent flanks. You know, Alliance don't even have like a real flank watch. They haven't brought a Killjoy, they haven't brought a Cypher, so it's much harder for them to watch things like that.
Viper's Pit has been used over towards A. You usually see it shutting out B, but this time, you know, stopping up that gap. It's like using like whatever, like flex, what is it? Flex glue? I don't know. Anyway, oh, there's the operator battle. Lazar, he'll take down Jusu. It's back and forth with those two. Neither of them seem to be getting the upper hand in the operator battle. They do love their little trades, and I think, you know, it's like a rivalry, like Harry Potter and Draco Malfoy. But now, Fry, he's already pushed up.
He evaded it. He evaded the owl
Oh.
drone. That's how he can take advantage of Fear off there and shut him down. That Viper's Pit, sorry, isn't going to last for a ton of time longer. And there's still a decent amount of time left on the clock. All 5 members of RixGG are still standing. They've decided to make the rotate regardless, not going to wait. And so far, no one from Alliance has read into this.
Oh. Sees the barrel of the gun and Fry. Oh, Fry, there's nothing you can do. Cadaver, he's so quick.
But he's a martyr. He's a martyr because they got rid of him. Now they're rotating, but they could have done that a couple of seconds sooner than they did, and that ensures that this spike is going to go down.
They do have control. Oh, Lazar, and he's so quick with the operator, and he's holding down again. Lucky, he's given him the opportunity to get back. He'll find the second, and that's his 3rd kill in the round. And RixGG, they're coming back into this.
Oh, they certainly are. This is not going to be an easy one for like they're not going to have a super dominant scoreline even if they do end up winning. And again, I already mentioned at the beginning of the broadcast that Alliance did win Breeze over NIP, but it was a 13-10 scoreline. So that wasn't really much of a blowout either. And now they are taking their opportunity to have a tactical timeout. You know, RixGG have been taking advantage of them a lot. They haven't really had any dent put in their economy whatsoever. Alliance, they have some money to buy here, but, you know, maybe they're going to stick to an eco and try and play to save up. As RixGG get closer and closer to their scoreline, decisions like that become all the more paramount in what they could result in. And you kind of, there is that thought process that's like, we want to stock up on money so that if we do lose these next couple of rounds, we actually can still keep ourselves in this game if RixGG meet where we're at right now.
Yep. No. It's a difficult situation now for Alliance. I mean, they took that tack pause. They know they're backed into a little corner in the economy-wise. You know, they've had their economy lessons, but not at like bachelor's degree level yet. They're not masters, so they're taking a little pause to go over their notes, think about exactly what they want to buy up in this round. And RixGG, they're gaining some info. They don't actually see anybody with the wolf there. What the dog doing? I know that seems to be a phrase people like me saying. Oh, fair off. He's good with the Marshall. He'll find one. He's looking for a second. Otom, though, he's just going to dodge it like the Matrix. Get out of the way of that one. But RixGG, and unabated, they're pushing over on into A. The Hot Hands goes down to try and find out where they are, but Otom is being sprayed down. That's 3 assists on that kill from Cadaver, and he'll actually drop the spike as well over towards there. And Alliance, they're closing in. they're on lower economy, but they seem to be making the most of it. Latex, he picks up the spike in his own cage, and he's going to head back towards the other side of the pyramid to get that spike down. The audio cue's not enough. Here comes the Hunter's Fury. It's going to try and stop that. It hits 2 of them. Oh, and another one. Kadavra, he'll take down Mickey after the kill onto Hype. Laka 1 HP, obviously. Here we go. Oh, Fry. He's good for that. Oh, and Fearoth, he's just so good with the Marshal now. He's holding this down. It's just Fry. He's by himself. Lonely. Mr. Lonely. He'll come through. He's in the middle of pyramids. There's not another name for that I would say. But he's separated from his true love, the Spike, and Jusu. He'll finish it off.
Great thrifty round there from Alliance. And the fact that so much was invested as well from RixGG to simply try and put the spike down, and yet they still couldn't, succeed in their endeavor, I would say that that's pretty meaningful. You know, they had Otom go down very, very quickly. It took them a little while to recollect the spike. They had to use the cage, they had to use the Viper's Pit. And even though the Viper's Pit had gone down, because the defenders were pushed so close up to them, and then you've got something like the Hunter's Fury that comes out, it's very difficult for them to actually get on with that. And they know as well that even if they do, the post-spawn's gonna be hard.
Ooh. Indeed, the spray down, it doesn't quite find as much as Otom would have wanted, and it's actually going to result in 2 trades going back and forth. But Lazza, he's there with the operator in the window. He's going to overwatch that. Oh, and there's the neural theft. It's going to find out Fearoth. Fearoth just misses the head, and oh, he has to use that bullet onto the Seeker there, and he's around this corner. But Lazza, he's so quick with the flick. He'll find Fearoth's head. Well, not his head, his neck or shoulder area, somewhere around there. Now Hype. He's by himself again. Actually, wait, no, it wasn't Hype last time, but whatever. It's a Viper by himself. Mickey will finish it off, and this has actually turned into a very, very competitive game.
It's a very attacker-sided game, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I think this also comes back to something that we were discussing at the beginning, right? Which is how the compositional meta for this map has changed since its inception, and how at the start it was very duelist-centered. You know, people were like, let's get aggressive, that's what we know. That's kind of the fundamental baseline from which you start and you build up. But these days you see a lot more controller-heavy kind of compositions come out, and that's not what we have here, and it makes it harder for the defenders especially to hold space because they simply don't have the agents to do it.
Yeah.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Absolutely. Echoes of run it backs echo throughout the map, and oh, he's turned around and got Otom. He's not going to give Hype any chance to get that kill. Fry, he's coming around as well. Lazza, another one. Fry, he'll spray down Kadavra. RixGG have taken hold of this round in a matter of seconds, and Jusu, he's by himself up in heaven. Or on bridge, looking for that pick. Mickey, he's coming through. Oh, he sees a leg, and Jusu's quick with the kill there. That little quick scope, like something out of a MLG montage from way back in the day. It's Call of Duty stuff. But RixGG, they're already heading to B.
Yeah, I think Jusu's read into that at this point, but he knows that, of course, he could be met at any point. Both of these teams have shown that they're very happy to go on lurks and try and catch players out, and you can see the paranoia.
No, here comes Jusu, looking for his first. They're all posted up, the RixGG members in different places now. Uses a smoke to try and get himself a positional advantage, turning around the corner. Luckily, nobody to his left. Would have paid the iron price for that one. Seems to be a profit. He knows there's one mid. But everybody on RixGG playing it safe. Ooh, Jusu, he'll pick out his first. Now, they have to play even more safe, the Rix members. Lazza, though, he's hungry for this kill, and he might go on top of the wall. Oh, Jusu! Look at that flick! He finds one, and he has just enough time to get the defuse. If he finds it, oh, Jusu! No, he can't get the defuse, though. Oh, my lord.
Enough time wasted, which ensures that Alliance can't take the round, but really nice kills there from Jusu. And actually, when he tailwinded in, I was a bit concerned that he was going to get himself trapped. You know, if you use it to aggress, you can't use it to get out, but he didn't need it. Really unfortunate for Alliance that there simply wasn't enough time at that point, but you know, nice kills, albeit impactless. We celebrate those.
Hey, you get a clip, even if you don't win the round. Getting the clip, it's something to celebrate.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, there's only one player on the Alliance side holding down B. And that's going to be a problem if Rix decide that they want to push this. But Kadavra, he's already... Oh, no. Thinks the better of it. He's going to head back. Fry. He was waiting for that with the lurk. I mean, they know now that they do usually send somebody to lurk over there. Both teams like to have a lurker sent over towards A now. Riggs, they've already taken control of the B site. It looks like Alliance are going to play for this retake now. High piece of first member there, leading the charge, but everybody on his team, they're coming to his rescue. The A team on their way. Make sure the A team. They're Alliance. Huh? Well, look at that. I love it when a plan comes together. Thank you.
So proud.
I learned it. Yeah, I learned that one from I don't know who my primary school. But anyway, turning around the corner, Otom's going to find Kadavra. Hype onto Luzza now. Hyper's taking this position around the corner, and Otom, he's going big with 2. Jusu, though, oh, massive with the knives. He'll take down 1. Fearoth onto Latex, Fry onto Jusu. Turning around the corner, there's Mickey onto Hype, and it's just the 2v1 now. Fearoth, he doesn't have any time. He's going to have to back away, and it's going to make it 11-11.
Finally evened out. That wall that was set up by Alliance was actually pretty good in the sense that it was entirely designed to make post-plant very difficult for the attackers. Getting into plant, not so difficult. They use their own blaze wall, they use a guiding light, ensure that no one's behind it. Great, you can put the plant down. But after that, being able to protect the plant becomes all the more harder. The thing is, if the Viper on the defending team dies, then suddenly that entire plan is nullified, and that is what happened. You know, when Fearoth was left on his own at the end, there wasn't really any utility out to help with his job.
Kadavra, he's going for this push along with Jusu. They're best buds. They're running together like birds of a feather, but no. Heading back again, look, they seem to just like pushing this one. Oh, Otom, he's going to turn around the corner with a run it back and actually take the first pick onto Jusu. Kadavra's good for the trade, gets the first one onto Mickey there, but not taking out Otom at the back of that run it back. He's actually kind of got away quite literally with Daylight Murder there. Kadavra, he's going to come back for seconds. He's hungry still. Otom finishes him off now. And it looks like Alliance, they have to head all the way back to A, try and fortify that location as Lazar, he pushes up into Hall here, but RixGG, they're backing out. They've got what they came for, that first pick. And they have the man advantage now.
Otom. Leading the charge. Well, I say charge, it's not much of a charge, is it?
the stroll. Yeah. Does seem like a nice location to have a nice walk with your friends there. The cave, Fearoth, he'll fire off a shot. Turning around the corner, Fry, he's going to be caught out by Lucker's Sheriff there, but Latex, he knows where he is now. The headshot through the wall, it's not going to do enough damage to kill, but only 2 rounds in the chamber for Lucker. He's going to get away, actually, with that cage. Luzza coming from the back. We saw that flank come through, and he's taken down another one. Will he finish it off? He will with that third.
I really like that. So much of the defender attention was present on Cave. And once the cages went up, denying them the line of sight onto most of the attackers, it gave Luzza the opportunity to come round from behind. Now, if you're Alliance, what do you do here? They have the money to buy up, of course, and I suppose they have to. This is match point. You know, you don't have any rounds to play with. So they have to. They have to buy everything. They don't have any, well, they have 1 ultimate to play with. They're not that close to any others. They're 3 points away from the Hunter's Fury. All they have is a res.
I love the green wall. They should just make the wall green. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Latex, he'll show it off for us, as well as his bear friend. He's a cool bear. He's got sunglasses. That means he's cool. Now, Alliance holding down B, but nobody's really going there. RixGG, they're playing it slow. They're making Alliance sweat. Kadavra has pushed up mid, so if anybody comes through there, they might pay the price, but Rix, they have a plan in mind. They, as I said earlier with the A team, they love it when a plan comes together, and they're going to head towards B. The wall has already been broken, so they do have a way in. Alliance, though, know this. They've fortified B a little further, sending 2 players over there than they usually do. But Otom, he's going to send up his own wall. They're going to turn around the corner. Here comes, oh, that side. He's going to go for another flash. Oh, Lucker, though. I think he turned around. He wasn't fully blind. He finds that first pick. Jusu is going to run through, take down Luzza. Fearoth onto Latex. Lucker onto Mickey. It's just now 1 player left. And Jusu, after the cage goes down, is quick with the kill. 10 to overtime.
Everything was working against Alliance there. They had put their defensive Viper's wall on the other side of the map, and then 2 sets of flashes came out to try and you know, execute onto the two players who are actually on the B side, as well as the attacking Viper's wall to cut off the route into the defender spawn, and none of it worked. It should have been a pretty easy fight for RixGG. Everything was in their favor, and yet, you know, and yet. So,
And yet.
overtime. Don't forget, of course, this was Alliance's pick. So Alliance now, the opportunity to win their own map pick is back on the cards because it did get wrenched away from them. They've clawed it back. They've just got to actually do it now.
Oh, the a little off with the reveal there from the Owl drone, and Rix, they're not going to find their way in. They're going to just be held back up in this one, but the flashes and so many layers, they come out to stop anybody on Rix from seeing anything at all. But Alliance, they haven't found a pick, and they're actually going to head all the way back now. They've knocked on the door, and they've determined that somebody is definitely home, and it's a big, burly 6'6" man, and they don't really want to contest that. You want to break into a home with somebody who could take off your head with their lampshade. Now, I don't know. Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. That's the thing. A lampshade is so, you know, soft, and why would it would? But if you're like that strong, right? If you're that strong, you could turn anything into a weapon anyway.
Sure.
Alliance now, they're spread out across the map. It was just the first thing that came to mind, all right? They're spread out across the map. They're looking for their first pick. They haven't actually done any damage. Neither team done any damage, and this is something we've seen a few times now from Alliance. They're just waiting. Actually, no, we saw it from RixGG last time. They took their time so much, and it didn't actually end up great for them. Now they're going to head through mid, over towards B, using that smoke. There's a one-way smoke there, and Otom's already started his dominion over the A site. He's taken down one. A little bit of damage for it, but Latex, he's coming in. Kadavra with the trade. Fearoth with another one onto Latex. Turning around the corner. Otom will find one. Lacazette with the trade now. And he still has control of this, but he knows one more player is on there. Lazar there with the operator. Fearoth trying to spray it down. Lazar will find one onto Laka. To 1v2. Fry, he's coming in from behind, and Fearoth doesn't know this. Oh, he's on stairs. Oh, no, he's behind stairs. Wait, Fry doesn't know where he is. He'll have heard this. The footsteps. Fearoth, he knows now. And turning around the corner. Oh, Fry, he's just quicker with the headshot. Finish off that round, and RixGG, they take the first round in the overtime.
One of the things that really hurt Alliance there was the fact that they weren't aware of Latex's position. He was up at the top of Hall, and Alliance sent two of their players round on a very big flank, looking to come in through, I don't know, maybe Bridge, Hall, whatever it was, around the other side of the A site, because they didn't know of his position. I think it was only one of their players who got caught out there, like actually, dying, but it still messed up the entire point of what they were going for. Now, unfortunately for Alliance, they found themselves on the back foot, but on the side that they struggled with the most.
Yeah. Lazar is still committing for that glass cannon in this. Kadavra, he's so aggressive even when he knows that one round could finish it off. He's actually going to be seen, and Lazar will take him down. That's a massive pick to open up this round, and now they have the man advantage in this, well, the man advantage and round advantage in overtime. Otom, he's pushing through onto site. They've got this already down. The poison orb comes through, but it's not going to stop anybody from getting that spike down. Fearoth, he's taking shots onto Fry. He's going to take it back to a 4v4. Hype spraying through the smoke. Will find Otom in the end now. 3v4, but they do have the spike down. They have that positional advantage, and Alliance, they're going to have to fight for this back. The Aldrone will come out. We'll find Lazar. They're not going to commit the recon bolt from it, though. Mickey, he's coming around for a flank. Nobody's heard him yet. I don't know if they're ready for this. Latex, he'll turn around the corner looking for this first pick, but I mean, the wall's up and they're already defusing. They might actually just find it. No, the spike diffuser is killed. Latex will find it. Lazar is there with one. Fearoth will try and finish it off, but there's Riggs with the game.
Oh my god.
Wow.
God. That was something, and a very, very painful defeat as well there on Breeze for Alliance, I would say. That was their map. That was the one that they were looking to get the advantage on, maybe throw a spanner in the works, and it didn't exactly work out for them.
Yeah, there were so many rounds, I think, especially, well, neither team really got too many on that defense, and it was just, it didn't seem like they really, I get that, you know, you have those attacking strategies, and maybe you don't really come up with defensive strategies. You want to play reactively instead of proactively, and that is usually a strat that works on defense. But on a map like Breeze, retakes, they're not as easy. They're not quite as easy to formulate as in other maps. And retake strategies, they're common on something like Ascent, but on Breeze it's a little harder. And if you're going to back out of a fight every time that the attackers come in, then it means that either they can rotate all the way around, get to another site before you can get there, or you're going to have to retake where the attackers, they have positional advantages in the post plant. So in the end, it seemed like that was what really made most of the difference. And then as soon as one team got a defensive round in overtime there, they just finished it out.
Yeah, well, let's send this on to a short little break before we come in for map number 2, which is going to be Bind, picked by RixGG.